All right, welcome everyone to the Schrock Show. I'm Mark, your host, and today we got Randy with us with Wingman Visual, and he does all the production behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't see. And so we had a slot to fill in the studio today, so we're gonna just sit back and talk and find out a little bit about Wingman Visual, and maybe tell you something new about me that you didn't know. So. Anyway, so how did you get started in all this?
I got started in video production by videoing duck hunts, actually. Grew up duck hunting, did a lot of duck hunting when I was in school. One year is 2019, actually. Some of my friends were going to go duck hunting, and they asked me if I wanted to go along. And I said, well, I don't have a license, but I would like to come along and film it. So we went out and we filmed, and we had a good time doing it. I took the footage home, I edited the videos, put it together into it was a pretty bad video, but it was a video nonetheless. Put some music to it, put it in chronological order, basically. Anyway, got some good feedback from the video. It really wasn't great, but the feedback was good from it. I enjoyed doing it, and so I just decided that I was going to video that year instead of hunting. And so I just dedicated all of my time that year to filming and editing videos for a YouTube channel. And had a really good time doing that. Did that for about 3 years. I think we made between 40 and 50 videos for YouTube in those 3 years. And in the midst of all that, had a kid. And the thing about video production is, and what we were doing, is I had to be out every Saturday capturing video if I wanted to make really good hunting videos. And so that just got to be too much for my marriage, got to be too much for my relationship with my kid. And so, because you have to remember, I'm not just out there videoing, I have to take the thing home and edit the video. And I timed it one time to make a 15 to 20 minute video, you know, taking all of that footage and going through it all and adding music and graphics and all that stuff. It took me 10 hours to make one video. And so,
For 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes.
Wow.
And so it was just too much, and I decided that it was time for me to take a break. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to do that again, but it was just too much work, and I wasn't getting paid. So it wasn't making me, it wasn't worth it for me. So I noticed, watching like companies' videos, going to their website, looking at their pictures and their videos, I just noticed that, like, I could take that good of pictures, or I could make that good of a video. And so I decided that I'm going to form my own company. I just decided I was going to jump right in, but I knew nothing about running a business or, you know, getting clients, anything like that. And so it's been a little bit of a struggle with my own company and stuff, but I feel like I'm learning, and I feel like starting to see some success, and just really excited for the future. And I am looking to get more into the entertainment space, like producing podcasts, producing YouTube videos, especially for I would say Christian creators. I just think that there is a big need for good, solid content on YouTube, on the internet. There's a lot of bad stuff on the internet, and I don't see why we can't just make good stuff to put on the internet and combat the bad stuff with the good stuff. So that's basically where I see my future, and that's what I'm trying to do here with you and with the show. So excited to see where it goes.
Good. Well, hopefully, you don't get any other podcasts stealing you away from mine. So I need a producer. So,
Yeah.
anyways, but no, that's good. Hopefully that you get a lot more business, and hopefully this podcast gives you that too.
Be great.
So that would be great.
Look us up on the internet or Instagram.
Yeah, follow what Wingman Visual, right?
Wingman Visual. Yep.
I think that was the introduction to the. I guess we do have another producer back there,
Elijah Darling.
Elijah Darling. I wasn't sure if that was his. If you did want to follow him, and you do what? You do some stuff too, don't you? Yeah, music videos.
Yeah, Elijah does music videos.
Yeah, he does music videos, so you can follow him on that. I'm just going to tell you one thing about myself.
Do it.
Maybe every 3 months or something, we'll sit down and just do this, just talk, and maybe throw in some Christian comedy or something.
There you go. There you go. I'm here for it.
Anyway, so one thing about myself, I like to barbecue, and I got into that. Oh, I don't know, 20 years ago or something.
Okay.
When I was dating my wife, her family. Well, my dad very seldom barbecued. Like I remember once or twice. I mean, we didn't have a fancy barbecuer. We had some cheap charcoal thing or something that was half rusted out. And, and so nobody wanted to grill on it, I don't think. But anyways, we used it a couple times that I remember. Anyways, I think later on then he did after I moved out. He did get some better grills. But anyways, up until then, we never did. And so then when I met my wife, her family, they grilled every weekend. Really? So her brother, he grilled every weekend. And then we'd go, to either her dad's place or her brother's place. And every weekend we had steak or chicken or something anyway. So kind of learned to grill from that. And then then after we got married, then I got a grill, and we've been grilling ever since. But I actually never really got real good at it which I think I'm good at it, until probably, I don't know, 5 years ago probably. Then I started getting some better grills and buying different meats and grilling them. And anyway, so the latest I'm grilling is tomahawk steaks.
Oh, man.
So anyways, so I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing three different places, 3 tomahawk steaks from 3 different places.
Okay.
And grilling them, maybe having the production team come and a couple others and doing a taste test.
Yeah.
And just seeing which one's better. Maybe getting some local beef and then getting a couple others from like some supposedly, I think, Snake River Ranch.
Okay.
I believe so. I think that's what they're called. They're like, if you Google like the top mail order steaks.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think we're doing mail order brides anymore. So
okay.
I think it changed now to steaks.
It might have been, no offense to any of the mail order brides, but I think maybe the steaks are a better idea there.
I think you're safe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm getting, so if you Google mail order steaks.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. The top ones, or top one of them, I think, is Snake River Ranch.
Yeah.
So maybe get one of theirs, and maybe get a local one, and then maybe another one.
Yeah.
Maybe Costco, because Costco's all over. They they sell tomahawk steaks.
Do they?
Yeah, I just picked some up the other day.
Okay.
And I haven't tried them yet. Put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
I don't know where they come from or where they get their meat, but
yeah, I don't really know that. I'm not real big into barbecuing. Always thought I was going to be, and just never really got into it. I like eating barbecue, but yeah, kind of more of a burger person actually. But I do enjoy a really, really good steak. Rudy's, they have a steakhouse up in Salem, but I also think they have a meat shop up there too.
Did you ever eat there?
I have eaten at Rudy's, yes,
Never have.
once.
Is it good?
Oh man, I had I went there for a company supper, and the boss said I could get whatever I want. So I ordered a 10-ounce, $100 Japanese Wagyu.
Really?
Oh man, it was so good. I've never eaten anything like that before. Never had anything like that before.
Yeah, I'd like to compare some of those. Well, I've been to Ruth Chris,
Okay.
Lowry's, and then Morton's,
Okay. Yeah.
and then when I was in Las Vegas, I went to Peter Luger's, which is supposed to be the best steakhouse in the U.S.
Really?
There's one in New York, and then they just opened one in Las Vegas.
Nice.
So there's only two, and I think it's about the same price as Rudy's.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. It was like I don't know, T-bone or something like that, but really thick.
Yeah.
But it was dry aged, and that was the only steak I've ever had that's actually truly dry aged. Like dry aged kind of has a nutty taste to it.
Really? Never had a dry aged steak.
And I've had steaks that say they're dry aged, but not like this. This was like all the way through taste and every bite taste.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
The best you've ever had?
The best I've ever had. Yeah, I went with one of my cousins, and he eats a lot of steak too.
Okay.
And he said that was the best one he ever had too.
Wow.
So maybe I'll have to post some pictures of it. Anyway, so go ahead.
So you do a lot of grilling now? Like how
Yeah,
often
yeah,
do you
do
grill?
quite. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I grill 3 times a week. Usually every weekend for sure.
I've seen the smoker, or I've seen some smoke out back. Are you grilling right now?
No, not right now. Okay. That's something else. Hopefully the house
Okay.
wasn't on fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grill a lot. So
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you say that your dad didn't grill a whole lot, because I guess one of the, I don't know if you would say, core memories that I remember about Thanksgiving is Grandpa's smoked turkey.
yeah, I think that was pretty recent though.
That was just recent.
Well, recent as in what? 20 years ago, recent maybe?
Okay. Well,
I
showed
don't
up
know.
about around there.
Around that time, yeah. So
Yeah, I guess his Traeger grill was pretty new at the time too.
Yeah.
I remember that being the talk of the town, the Traeger grill.
Yeah, those
And coming for Thanksgiving lunch, I just remember the smoked turkey, some of the best turkey I've had.
yeah, that was good. Trigger grills are good, but I think Rectec's better. But so I'll put a plug in for Rectec.
You have a Rectec?
Yeah, that's what I have for Rectec.
Nice.
I'll have to keep up with everybody else.
Okay.
I'll have Rectecs.
Are you better at eating barbecue, or are you better at making the actual barbecue?
I would actually rather make it.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes I just get tired of barbecue and I don't even want it. But I enjoy like grilling
Yeah.
and just try. I think it's just that grilling and then trying to get that steak, just
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is like, yeah, that was a great steak. That's actually better than just me sitting down and eating one. But
Yeah. Are you making these for specific people, or are you just making them for your family?
just for my family mainly. But sometimes I'll do a brisket
Okay.
and then give it to my brothers or sisters
Nice.
to try. Like I'll eat. He will keep half of it and give the rest to them.
Yeah.
Not because they're poor by any means, but so I'm not. Yeah, don't get that idea.
I hear you. I hear you. What's your favorite method of grilling? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of interviewing Marcus here, but
Yeah, go ahead and
All right.
interview me. I like charcoal,
okay.
but it does take time.
Right.
So pellet is faster, but probably I actually prefer charcoal.
Really?
You can get it really hot,
Yeah.
and then get a good sear on it.
Yeah.
Lamb is good.
Oh, I love lamb.
Best Costco has the best lamb.
Really?
Yep, they do.
Okay.
I've got Safeways. I've got where else did I get it from? I don't know. Wherever else you get it from, I guess.
I don't
Wherever
know.
else you get lamb from, but Costco has the best lamb. I think they do. It doesn't. It's not real. Like, some lamb tastes like you're eating the wool.
Okay.
Well,
last time I checked, I never had a good old mouthful of wool. So,
Yeah.
But yes, I have heard that about lamb.
it can. It can taste and smell kind of like wet wool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Costco does have the best lamb though. I've every you get it in the rack. It's called the rack of lamb.
Okay.
So it's like in those little ribs, that are kind of
yeah.
whatever, kind of like a little tiny miniature tomahawk steak.
Okay. Oh,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then you just cut them up into whatever pieces.
Kind of looks like a little lollipop. Almost.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And then you just sear them, and it just takes a couple minutes because they're so thin.
Yeah.
And just a couple minutes on each side in pesto and olive oil, and yeah, they're good.
Is that your favorite meat to grill? Is lamb, or you?
No, I like the tomahawk steak.
Okay.
That I'm not. I do some brisket, but I'm not that great at it.
Okay.
But I would compete against anybody with the tomahawk. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think you can do a better tomahawk steak than Marcus,
I mean, I can't
comment.
Yeah, comment if you think.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't say exactly what I put on, for legal reasons, but
Yeah. You don't want to give away your
yeah,
secret
you
recipe.
can't do that.
Not before you compete.
No.
You're not gonna give away any secrets.
Now I'm sure there's the pro competition guys. They do a good job, but I don't know. I do a good job.
Whenever we have a little barbecue competition, I'll be here for it. We'll make a little cooking show out of it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll video it, and so everybody can see.
There you go.
And I'll get three different ones from 3 different places, and yeah, do them all the same.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it.
we're not going to compete with some of those. We're not a barbecue show, by the way. So, but
Not yet, at least.
not yet. It might turn into that.
Exactly.
Anyway, so yeah, that's usually. But I like charcoal, but pellets are fine.
Yeah.
Gas, I don't like gas.
I know that Green Mountain grills
Mm-hmm.
have a little bit of a problem with some pellets. Like you have to buy pretty high quality pellets
Oh, okay.
just for your Green Mountain grill. It is a Rectech like that, or it takes any pellets you'll throw at it.
Yeah, so far, I mean, I don't know that I really bought high-end pellets.
Okay.
I just buy some decent pellets, or I'll get 2 different kinds and mix them or something but yeah, it works fine. It works flawlessly. I haven't had an issue with it.
You said the dry aged,
Oh, no, I didn't talk about that.
or what was the steak that you ate in Vegas?
Yeah, dry age.
Do you do that at all? The
Yeah,
dry aging?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily considered. I don't know what it's considered. It's maybe more like wet aging,
Okay.
because you buy a bag, just order it,
Yeah.
and then you put it in the bag and vacuum seal it. And it's a membrane, so it's not just a plastic bag, but it's kind of like a membrane. I don't know what all it is, but anyways, you suck all the air out of it, so it sits tight against the meat,
Okay.
and it just helps to break the enzymes down, I guess, in the meat. I'm not exactly sure what all.
So is it more tender then too?
Yeah. So so the outside just is like a quarter or whatever inch or so of the meat, eighth of an inch. It just is real hard and almost looks like it's just like moldy, but there's no mold on it. It's just like dries it out, kind of formed real hard crust around it.
Okay.
And so the inside, it breaks down all the tissue and that kind of stuff, and so it makes it really tender.
Nice.
And then it gives it that nutmeg kind of taste, smell.
Okay.
So I do that a lot. I'll just go get a big, like a ribeye or something, put it in there, and do that. Now dry age, there's different ways you can dry age. I mean, you go Google it. And there's all kinds of it. I think they let them hang some places in some room or something. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Something that's probably the true dry aging process. But you could wrap. I tried one. Somebody wrapped it in butter, the whole thing in butter.
Oh man, my wife would love that.
I didn't like that.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again on a better. I think that was a low quality steak that I
Okay.
got, but maybe I'll try it on a better grade steak. But it's supposed to do the same thing. You just take butter, where it's kind of not. You don't want it just runny soft, but you want it soft enough you can kind of put it on your coat your whole steak, and then set it on a tray in the fridge. And it's supposed to do the same thing, but I don't think it did.
Huh.
I didn't care for that. But I do dry age quite a bit.
Yeah.
That way. It's not, or wet age, I guess. Maybe it's more of a wet age that I do.
What style of barbecue would you say that your style? Are you more like I don't even know all the styles, but I know that there's like pit barbecue from Texas. There's Kansas City, St. Louis. All these different places have their style of barbecue, and they all claim to be the best. I don't know. Do you fashion your barbecue after any of those, or are you your own style?
Probably my own style. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I like all barbecue, but I'm not big on barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And so a lot of, if you're doing ribs or you're doing chicken, some of that stuff is like, you're coating it with barbecue sauce.
Right. Right.
So, where a steaks generally you're not putting. I know I have a brother-in-law that was at a real high-end restaurant in. Now I wasn't along. This is just a story that I was told.
Okay.
There's a high-end restaurant in Kansas City, and a really good steak. It's like an insult to put barbecue sauce on or
Right.
anything. I mean,
Right.
they're good enough on their own. You don't need it. So he orders a steak out, probably $50 to $100 steak, and he asks the waitress for ketchup. She looked at him like he just swore at her. She was not impressed at all. I don't even think that restaurant had. Well, maybe they might have had ketchup for their fries, but definitely not for their steak.
That is hilarious. That is
But
hilarious.
he's also the same guy that got a motel with one light bulb in there too. So
One light bulb?
yeah, he rented. He was on the road, got a motel,
Okay.
had one light bulb hanging in there.
Okay.
I think it was rent by the hour motel. It was sketchy at best, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Try to stay away from those hotels.
Yeah, stay away.
Brother-in-law.
Yeah, but yeah, I just grill mine. I don't know that it's necessarily styled after any style. There's all kinds of grilling methods and that kind of stuff. And I'm sure there's people that are listening. They're saying no, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. You should be doing it this way. But
You know what those people need to do? Just come on your podcast.
yeah, come on here and or show me a better way.
Exactly. Exactly. What do you use a marinade? Do you marinate at all, or do you?
Very rarely,
Okay.
very rarely.
So no marinade, no sauce.
No sauce. No. No, if you need sauce for mine, then I did a bad job.
You don't even make like your own sauce, a little.
Every now and then I'll
Okay.
do, if I just get bored and I was like, yeah, I want to do something different this time, then I'll make, whatever, try to make my own barbecue sauce. But I did read, and I think it's true, if you buy a barbecue sauce, never just use that. Always mix other things in it. We had a function one time and they told me, go get barbecue sauce. So I went and got what they told me. And they're like, yep, this is what I use. And so I trusted them because they did catering or they did big,
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, that stuff was bad. That barbecue sauce was bad. And everybody else is like, yeah, this stuff's bad. So I just went and I wasn't at home. We were somewhere else. So I just went in the cupboard and just found brown sugar and I don't know, some other stuff. There's maybe 3 ingredients that I rummaged around and found. Mix that in the barbecue sauce, and then it was really good.
Okay.
Well, here we read on the bottom of it, it's only a base.
Oh,
It's only a base bar, and so, but I did read that if you get barbecue sauce, mix other stuff with it,
okay.
and I bet I do that. I might mix 2 or 3 barbecue sauces together with other stuff, and then you just keep mixing until you get whatever taste you want, and go with that.
Okay.
But it is a good tip. It is a good tip. I didn't know. I just would go buy barbecue sauce at the store
Yeah.
and just put it on. And then I was like, oh, that's bad, or yeah, that's okay. But then when I found that out, I started doing that.
Way better.
Way better. But I actually don't use much barbecue sauce anymore. Very few. Well, I mean, if I do ribs, I do ribs sometimes. I
Okay.
used to. So I'd go on these binges. So it was ribs for a while. I just did ribs, and then I did steaks, and then I did brisket. So now I'm on to tomahawk steaks. So
But during your rib binge.
rib crate, yeah. Then I tried out a lot of different barbecue sauces because
Okay.
ribs have barbecue sauce on them.
Right.
So I tried out a lot.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of barbecue sauce either, but I found some guy with a booth at the Sportsman Show up in Portland. I've actually bought barbecue sauce from him a couple times, but he's over in Eastern Oregon somewhere, makes his own barbecue sauce. It's not thick and gloopy and sweet. It's more, it has a little spice to it. It has really good flavor. I like it, but I don't eat it on steaks either. It's more like, fried chicken or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll dig out the barbecue sauce, but yeah. Majority of the time I don't eat barbecue sauce either.
Anyways, that's about all on the barbecue side of things.
Do you have any tips or tricks for your listeners, or you're not gonna give any of those secrets away before the competition? We need to put a date on this competition.
Yeah, we do. We do need to put a date. No, I got one that I
Okay.
think. I mean, anybody can do. It's not a. I mean, you can. And most of the stuff I do is not a secret. It's like I went to YouTube and I watched this and watched that. Then you kind of just incorporate some different things.
Right.
So everybody on YouTube, obviously, they have the best recipe, right? So
Of course. Of course.
everybody has the best.
Right.
But what I found actually, so tomahawk steaks are so thick
Okay.
that I found that if I get them out, let them get to about room temperature. But while they're getting there, I put on garlic, salt. Salt. But salt is what do you call it? It's not that little fine salt. It's not, what rock salt is for
Right,
making like
right.
ice cream.
Yeah.
It's that in between.
Okay.
So it's a little bigger salt. I don't even know what it's called actually. Pretzel salt, that's what it's called.
There we go.
So I put pretzel salt on, pepper, and garlic powder. And then just let that, just put it on, let it get to room temperature before I grill it. So, I mean, yeah, anybody can, that's not necessarily a secret. You can find that out. But,
And that's delicious.
yeah, that's good. That's good. So every now and then I'll add other things or do something different. But
Yeah. Where do you get your meat?
so I got the last stuff I got at Costco.
Okay.
Haven't tried that. But better beef.
You get it at Better Beef?
Better, yeah. That's where I get my
Do
beef.
you get it delivered right to your house?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes I do, yeah. But usually I go in there because I'm picky enough that I want to actually look at it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I want to, look at it and see the kind of the marbling of it
Right.
or a size.
Right. You don't trust their employees to pick the best steak for you?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're just going to grab right off the top. So
Probably. Yeah.
not that I don't trust them. I just like to pick it myself. But yeah, better beef is where I've been getting my meat, and they are better.
You like it?
Yeah, yep. They're so far they're the best beef I've had
Wow.
so far.
That's a great
And
compliment.
their prices are not bad at all. And everybody's like, oh, their prices are so expensive. Well, if you have your own cow and you're butchering your own cow, yeah, they are more. But if you go to Costco, you go to Safeway's way high.
Right.
Fred Meyer, I picked up a tomahawk steak at Fred Meyer, reduced for $14.
Wow.
Yeah, that was like cheap. It was like 2 pounds, $7 a pound.
Wowee.
And that was actually a good tomahawk steak, but it wasn't that great. I mean, it was good. But no, their prices, if you go to Costco and get a brisket, okay? Somebody's like, oh no, Costco's cheaper, the briskets are cheap. But they have 2 inches of fat on them. So by the time you cut all that, trim them up and everything, I bet you're more a pound than you are better beef.
Really?
Better beef, for the most part, if you get them, some of them are trimmed, pretty well trimmed up. You might have to do a little bit. But no, the prices are good. And yeah, so far, it is the best beef I've had. We use roast, and they're really, really good.
That would be like your local beef supplier that you would use for your Snake River, your local, and then your Costco.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with Better Beef.
We're going to go with better beef. Yeah, secret's out. We're going to go with better beef. We're going to go with Snake River, and we're going to go with Costco.
Yeah. Better Beef should probably pay you for all this publicity and for every time.
I
you say
haven't
Better Beef.
I haven't talked to the owner of it, so I'm just.
I had a meeting with the general manager the other day.
Oh, you did? You
Yeah.
did.
I could maybe talk to him.
Well, tell him it's coming out. I mean, it's going public. So.
For all of our 41 subscribers.
Yep, 41 subscribers. They might win a tomahawk if they. So maybe we'll do something like that later.
Yeah, we could do a giveaway.
You do a giveaway where they win a better beef tomahawk. Do they ship?
I don't know if they ship like a Omaha steak or Snake River or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
I would have
Locally
tried
they do,
Omaha
but
steak, but Omaha steak on some ratings weren't that great.
I've had Omahas before. They're not bad, but they're nothing to write home about. A lot of the portions are really small, I thought.
Yeah.
Like just really, really small steak, which maybe that was in the like the filet mignons I thought were just like really, really tiny.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think it was anything special.
Yeah.
Like you just go get that at Costco or better probably at Costco.
Yeah.
But my wife's from Nebraska, so I was like, well, we'll try out the Omahas.
Yeah, I heard they weren't that great, but so I mean, I think you can order from like that Peter Luger Steakhouse. I think you can. I think they do ship, but I'm not gonna. Maybe another time we'll try that with some other restaurants or something that actually do it. But this time it'll be those three that we're trying, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see which one wins.
All right.
But I'm betting money on better beef.
Better. All right.
They've been good so far, so we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
Subscribe to see the results.
I don't know. Maybe that's a Patreon thing that way they have to pay to see the results.
There we go.
Yeah.
Subscriber portion.
Yeah, subscriber portion.
I would. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, they can watch up to the tasting part.
Exactly. You got to get the first 3 You got to get the bite.
Yeah.
And then, like, as the bite goes away and the reaction starts to take over the face,
Yeah.
cut. And then, if you want to watch the rest, you got to pay.
Yeah. For the end result, you got to pay to know.
Exactly.
So.
Leave them on a cliffhanger.
Yep. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get a sponsorship out of the deal. We'll have a big tomahawk sitting right here on a plate every episode.
Exactly. You could probably get a better beef neon to hang.
Yeah,
up
I could.
here
Yeah,
somewhere.
maybe even advertise them up there. Yeah.
That's what you could do. That's how you can make money.
Fill up this wall. Fill up this wall behind. If you guys want to sponsor, fill up this wall right up here.
Exactly.
Ford sponsoring. They're not paying me anything, and they charge me. They charge me to have their sign up there. I pay for that every time I go into Ford.
Oh, that's funny.
But that is from a original Model A Ford.
No way.
Yeah, I got it from my father-in-law.
Really?
Yeah, he had a barn
Okay.
just full of antiques, all kinds of antiques, and so yeah, when I was visiting him one time, he gave that to me.
Huh.
But yeah, it's original Model A Ford. It's a shroud off of their the radiator sat right in here, you know.
Right. Right.
So it's a shroud. But yeah, it says Ford up there. But yeah, that's original Model A.
That's sweet.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that's about all for this episode. But like, subscribe, and follow the Schrock Show and Wingman Visual.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.